The results are in. JD Power's initial quality for 2022 is in the books. Grab your snacks and drinks and let's get into it. Over at Automotive News, JD Power vehicle quality sinks to new low. Yes, vehicles. I feel like the last couple of weeks, especially like recalls. We're seeing recalls on the BZ4X, wheels falling off, Ford Mach-E, Mustang Mach-E, having more recalls. The Ford Lightning's getting recalls. The Tundra has recalls. Like everything is getting recalled nowadays really quickly. Hard to say why, but they're saying supply chain issues. They're having to make cars with different parts. They're having to do all these things to just get the vehicles out the door, and quality is suffering as a result. It is what it is, and we're just going to go down to the list because I don't want to spend too much time with this, because take it with a grain of salt with JD Power. Everything they say they do, all the reports, all the awards, take all of it with a grain of salt. I look at them as there is some truth in it, but I'm not taking it as gospel. And I also look at it as entertainment, because there are a lot of brands on here that I would not put above other brands. The new leader in initial quality is Buick. 139 problems per 100 vehicles. I remember a few years back, Lexus was number one. Well, they were for like, I don't know, 6 or 8 years in a row, whatever. Lexus had under 100 problems per 100 vehicles. That's not the case anymore. Dodge, you're telling me Dodge? I can believe Buick. Volume's low, they make them simple for the target audience. But Dodge? You're telling me Dodge vehicles have some of the lowest problems in the market? I don't believe this. I'm not buying it. Chevrolet up there as well. 147. Believe what you want to believe, as my daughters are just yelling at the top of their lungs in the door next to me. Genesis, 156 problem. Genesis in the past few years, at least according to JD Power, has been stable like Lexus. They've been kind of going back and forth. So that's really cool to see, I guess, because I cover them on the channel. I cover just Japanese and Korean cars for the most part. Kia up there as well. We also have Lexus slipping to below Kia, below Dodge, below Chevy. Don't have any words for that. GMC right there behind them, Cadillac behind them, then BMW, then Ford, then Lincoln, then Nissan, then Mini, then Toyota. You're telling me Minis are more reliable than Toyotas? Let's back up, guys. Let's back up. Let's go to JD Power and figure out what they qualify for this initial quality standard. The initial quality study is now in the 36th year. And it's based on responses from over 84,000 purchases and lessees of new 2022 model year vehicles who were surveyed early within the ownership period. The study is based on a 223 question battery organized into 9 vehicle categories: infotainment, features, controls and displays, exterior, driving assistance, interior, powertrain, seats, driving experience, and climate. The study is designed to provide manufacturers with information to facilitate the identification of problems and to drive product improvement. The study was fielded from February through May 2022. Now we can get back into the list here, and there's quite a bit still to go over. We just talked about Toyota and Mazda being right around the industry standard for initial quality. The Honda's right there with them, Hyundai's right there with them, then Ram. How are you telling me that Ram, the same company as Dodge, which is number 2, have quite a chasm between the two, right? It's not making a whole lot of sense. Subaru and Acura even below Ram and below Mercedes. Land Rover is typically at the bottom of this list no matter what year. Jeep in there, again, the same brand as Ram and Chrysler. Where is Chrysler? Way at the bottom. You're telling me Chrysler is at the very bottom of the list? It's the same brand, Stellantis, right? And Dodge is at the very tip top of the list. Riddle me that one. Infiniti not doing well according to JD Power. Mitsubishi sliding quite a bit. Volvo very low here. And I had some issues even with the Volvos I was driving and the Polestar. Make sure to watch my review on the Polestar. I really like Volvos and Polestars. I like the quirkiness. I like their designs. I like their powertrains. The Polestar had some fit and finish issues. It sliced me wide open as a result. There were things about the car that definitely, in the hood issue, like I closed the hood, it has two latches and only one would latch, but there was no like alert or warning letting me know that the hood was half closed, and I drove like that for like 50 miles or something, and I took all my B-roll with it half closed. So anyways, Polestar has its issues. It's a brand new brand, doesn't surprise me. Tesla not doing great, as they never do great on initial quality anyways. They say Mitsubishi's quality, if you haven't watched my Outlander review, really like the vehicle, but they're saying Mitsubishi took its biggest hit compared to last year. The brand had 226 problems per 100, up 82 from last year. It could be that the new Outlander is on a whole new platform, new everything, so maybe there's some growing pains there with that new vehicle. Again, don't buy first-year vehicles of a new redesign if you can help it. Ram, which ranked number 1 last year, had 186 problems per 100 vehicles, an increase of 58. Jeep, Volvo, Jaguar, Porsche, Hyundai also saw the number of problems per 100 vehicles rise by at least 36 of the last year. Now, if you want to pause and see which cars are doing well in which segment, according to JD Power, go ahead and do that. I'm not going to waste my breath going over this. Minivan pickup. You're telling me the Honda Odyssey didn't even have any challengers? Is that the only segment? Okay, no. Mini Cooper, sporty compact car. There are no challengers for others that are ranked, nor the Corvette. So they're default winners. Default winners here. Like, I don't know how they couldn't have tested the Sienna Hybrid, the new Carnival, or even the Chrysler. So whatever. Anyways, I think GM wins. I think I'm done reading JD Power. Told you guys not to take it too seriously. I'm already a little fired up. I want to end with this. Okay, we talked briefly about Infiniti, and I just reviewed the QX55. I turned one down. I could have had another one with a different package on it for review. I turned it down. I'm like, I don't want to drive it again. It's not a bad car. It's just I have nothing left to discover on the car. And the car is not hampered by the CVT more so than it is by its price. The price of this vehicle, it just doesn't make sense for what it offers. And the Infiniti, as we get ridiculous ads up at the top, Infiniti QX55 gets more standard equipment and more expensive. This shouldn't happen. These safety features, which is one of the big upgrades on all the trims, it gets Pro Pilot Assist or whatever they call it on an Infiniti. Yeah, it is Pro Pilot Assist. It's like it is in Nissan. And all of them get standard perforated leather seats now instead of leatherette. You're telling me that you're going to charge the customers an extra $26.50 for those features that should have been standard? Maybe not leather, I can understand that, but the safety features that should have been standard on the base grade, you're telling me that you're going to charge them $26.50 more when I already couldn't recommend the vehicle because it was too expensive? What the F? And the Sensory, who already had that, is getting $750 more expensive. These prices should have stayed relatively the same and just included more standard features. I just don't know. They sold about 4,000 of these things last year. It's a gorgeous vehicle. They've only sold about 1,000 in the first quarter of this year. So at the end of this month, oh my gosh, guys, come back in a few days because we'll have first half of 2022 sales results for the entire industry as we get into July, as we get into quarter 3. Holy crap. So I'll have a big live stream probably and hanging out with you guys, breaking down all the numbers, why everyone's just sucking right now. Supply chain, hashtag COVID, hashtag China. Anyways, very, very disturbed and disrupted about this QX55. I can't even read the details anymore. I just shut down. There's more standard features, I know, like auto folding mirrors, lumbar control for the driver. Like, who cares about those things? Like LED welcome lights on the rear door handles. Was anyone asking for that? No. A second row Type-C USB port and blind spot intervention, whatever. Like, oh, I gotta end it there, guys. I didn't expect to get this fired up, but it probably happens every time I cover this initial quality standard from JD Power. But I gotta end it there. I probably look like I'm a madman at this point, which shows my human side. I'm a bit crazy. Anyways, catch you guys in the next video. Hit the like button, subscribe for more. Peace out.